Have you noticed that getting out of bed just feels a little different after 40? That your knees, or maybe your fingers or your back, they just don't feel as cooperative as they used to? Well, it's a feeling so many of us have, but we often just brush it aside. Today, we're going to get into exactly why that is. Let's dive in. This feeling right here. This is the reality for so many of us, isn't it? That morning stiffness that makes those first few steps of the day a really slow, kind of deliberate process. It's a shared experience, from Lagos to London. But it's often here in Nigeria where we just hear it dismissed as, oh, it's just a part of getting older. And that is the big question, right? Is this ache, this stiffness, something we just have to accept? Well, the truth is, it's way more complex than that. It's not just about the years passing by, it's really about how we've lived those years. So let's start by looking at the things on the outside, our daily routines, our jobs, all our little habits. They quietly build up over decades. And believe me, our joints are often the ones that pay the price. Just think about it for a second. So many of us spend hours and hours just sitting. It could be in an office in Abuja or, the one, stuck in that famous Lagos traffic. All that sitting, it weakens the very muscles that are supposed to be holding up our knees, our hips, and our backs. Without that support, the strain on the joints themselves just gets worse, day by day. And it's not just the sitting, it's also the repetitive things we do without even thinking. Typing on a computer for 8 hours straight, the tough physical demands of farming, or even just lifting heavy things at the market. These actions, when you repeat them thousands and thousands of times, they slowly wear away that protective cartilage in our joints. It happens so quietly, we don't even notice, until the pain starts. Now, this slide here is so important. It highlights the incredible multiplier effect of weight. It's not a simple one-to-one thing. For every single extra kilogram of weight you carry, your knees feel about 4 kilograms of extra pressure when you walk or climb stairs. Just imagine that. Over thousands of steps, that extra load becomes incredibly damaging. And of course, there are other habits that are fueling the fire. A diet that's full of processed foods and sugar creates this state of chronic inflammation all over your body. Smoking, that reduces blood flow, which slows down any repair work. The constant stress from work and family and not getting enough good quality sleep, all of these things create an environment inside us where our joints are just more vulnerable to pain and damage. So that's what's happening from the outside world. Now, let's take a look at what's going on inside our bodies. Those silent changes that really start to kick in after we cross that 40-year mark. And you can really see the difference here, can't you? Back in our 20s, our cartilage is thick and bouncy, and our body's repair systems are super fast and efficient. But after 40, that whole script just flips. The cartilage gets thinner, our natural ability to fix tissue slows right down, and hormonal changes mean we get less natural lubrication and protection for our joints. Now, for women, this change can be especially deep. During perimenopause and menopause, that drop in estrogen has a direct impact on the joints. It reduces the natural lubrication, so movement feels less smooth, and it can weaken the bones. This is a huge reason why women are often hit so much harder by arthritis after 40. And hey, what about that knee injury from a football match back in the day? Or that fall you had years and years ago? Well, those old injuries don't just vanish. The damage can stick around. And as we get older and our repair systems get slower, that old weakness can actually speed up the wear and tear, showing up decades later as arthritis. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the causes. Now for the good news. We are not helpless here, not at all. One of the most powerful tools we have to fight back against joint pain is right there on our plates. So let's talk about food. And listen, this doesn't mean you have to start eating all sorts of foreign or expensive foods. Just look at this. This is a powerful anti-inflammatory meal plan, and it's made with delicious, everyday Nigerian foods we all love. We're talking pop with groundnuts, moi moi for breakfast, egusi or okra soup for lunch, and then dinner is focused on fish, beans, and plenty of our amazing leafy greens like ugu and spinach. This is food that actually helps to heal. The real key is how you structure your plate. A simple but really powerful guide is this. Fill half of it with vegetables, just half. Then 1/4 with lean protein, like fish or beans, and that last quarter with healthy fats and complex carbohydrates. It's a simple visual rule that can make a massive difference to your joint health. Okay, so beyond food, there are other simple, practical steps you can start taking today, like right now, to build stronger, more resilient joints for all the years to come. First, move your body every single day. Simple walking is fantastic. Second, manage your weight to take that extra pressure off your joints. Third, please prioritize sleep. That's when your body does its most important repair work. Fourth, strengthen the muscles around your joints. And finally, and this one is critical, do not ignore pain. So many of us, especially here, we have a really high tolerance for pain. We just push through it, thinking, oh, it'll just go away. But with joints, ignoring that pain allows the damage to just build and build. Your best defense, your most powerful weapon, is taking action early. Don't wait until the problem is really severe. At the end of the day, it really comes down to this. The small choices you make every single day, what you eat, how you move, when you rest, they are literally building the body you're going to live in tomorrow. So the question I have for you is, what is the one small, positive change you're going to commit to starting today?